pick a question.
Okay, who has a question? Yes.
Well, this question is okay. How was it like, basically redoing the whole entire first 17 episodes of Brotherhood were exactly like the 17 episodes of the other.
Yeah, how about that? You know what? I'll tell you that when I started doing Brotherhood, I was really scared too, because the first series turned out so good, and it's one of those things that you think is done, and you think you did a good job, and it's done. It's like, I don't know, it's like hitting a home run, you know, and it's out of the park, and you did it, and then the next time you come to bat, people expect you to hit another home run. And it just doesn't always happen. You know, maybe the pitcher is different, maybe the conditions are different, you know, whatever. And so I was like really kind of stressing out. I was like, what if it's just not as good? What if the story's not as good? What if the music's not as great? What if any of a number of things that have to come together to make something special? What if one of them's missing? Because I felt like the first one got them all. You know, I felt like it really hit on all cylinders. And we never expected there to be another Fullmetal. When we finished the first one, it was done. And so I was really kind of scared at first. And it'd been several years. And so when I went in, Mike said, okay, let me play you a reference line. So basically, they pull a line from the original series, and you have to repeat it just to kind of get the character back in your head, and the tone, and what you sounded like. And for a brief moment, I thought, oh, crap. What if I don't sound the same? I mean, what if it, you know, that just happens? And so he played the line, and I did it, and I immediately did the line, and then I went, like, looked at him to get his feedback, and he's like, sounds exactly the same. Like, thank you, God. Oh, Lord, thank you. And so I was worried, and when we started a lot of the similar stuff, you know, with Cornello and all of that, and I thought, yeah, when does this change? When obviously they made a new one for a reason, and then, you know, we started meeting. By the way, I gotta interject, Maxey blew me away. I love her so much. The first time I heard her, I was like, awesome. And if I didn't think about it, it felt so familiar. You know what I mean? She nailed Al. And I beat up many people early on because I'm like, Maxey rules. Submit. And, you know, and then of course to hear Michael as Scar, and he was amazing. And then to hear, what's your name?
Troy Baker.
To hear Troy Baker here is, you know, he Excalibur.
Where's your scarf?
And your very pointy shoes.
Yeah, my elf shoes.
I want a box for Christmas. But you know what, but then to see the story start changing, and new characters to come along, and to hear how the new actors just nailed the characters that they were playing, like Scar and Al. Very quickly, I started getting really excited about the new direction that it was taking. And even through the whole first series, fans would say, I love Fullmetal Alchemist, have you read the manga? And I would say, no, and they said, it's so different, and it's amazing. And so I always knew that the manga story was a great story. Whether or not it would ever be told, nobody knew that. But when I heard that the new series followed the manga, I thought, oh, the fans are really going to enjoy this, because they had so many good things to say about the manga. So I'm very privileged to be doing it again, and it's coming to an end soon, for real this time, I think. But again, so you can see it. So you can watch it. Yeah, it's going to be sad. And I know, for those of you that don't know, there is a movie.
And Ed does alchemy with no pants on.
It's a big circle, a very big transmutation circle. So,
they have medicine you can take for that.
Thank you, Troy. Okay, who's got a question? Yes, sir. Jason.
Which character from the series would you like to have as a parent?
I'm like something might happen. I think there's something during it. I'm not gonna be stuck with that for like 2 hours.
I just say Armstrong.
he was like a parent. Oh, that's so beautiful.
He looks like baby Huey.
Brotherly love.
God, I don't know. I never thought about that before. No one? No, actually, it's just because it'd be really fun, and I'm into that kind of stuff. Winry would make a really great mom. And yeah, she would be awesome. She'd be awesome. I would probably get beat a lot as her kid, though. But she would have whipped me into shape. Literally, like with welding tools.
I think for me, father, because I love Kent Williams. And so I want him to be my daddy.
You had him as an acting teacher too, didn't you? Like as a...
No, I just joined, we did a show together, and then we just kind of...
I thought when you were a kid you had
That was Travis.
Oh, that was Travis.
I love dogs.
Yes.
I think I would pick as a father. I think I would pick Havoc. Because then he would let me smoke, and he would let me stay out late at night. He would let me do whatever I want, you know. He'd be like, hey, if you pick up a couple girls, bring me one.
You're the trouble kid walking down the street, the shopkeepers are closing up early. Here comes that manana boy. Don't look! That Havoc boy. Yes. Let's see. How about in the way back right there, you sir? Yes.
My question is for you. Basically, Dick had his role locked because of soul-crushing awesomeness.
All I caught was soul crushing. What else? What did you...
And you had Michael and Maxey who got to reinvent already popular characters and did an excellent job with it. You got Ling, and I missed him so much in the original. And but when you kind of got to reinvent your own, you got to invent your own personality. You got your own personality to mold and shape, and yeah, you had to go with the personality you had in Japan because you got the script locked, but it was yours to mold. Did you find that was harder or easier for you to act it out?
Well, the thing that because Mike was so casual in how he let me know I had the part, I wanted to be as not as casual, but as I didn't want the thing that is Fullmetal to overshadow just doing it. You know what I mean? I didn't want to go in and, sweat stains and, I'm really nervous and things like that. I wanted to go in and make sure that I was doing what it is that I try to normally do, which is you just, try to be true to that character and what you're seeing on the screen and what you're hearing to say you do and all that stuff. And it took Mike doing a lot of molding because, I knew of Fullmetal, but I hadn't seen Fullmetal. And so it was up to him to really tell me really where I fit in this world, where I fit with this character. So I was recording My Bride as a Mermaid when he came in. And, Nakasumi. And he came in and he said, he has hands in his pockets, he's leaning against the door. He's like, hey, Korn, how you doing? And I'm like, good, I'm working, what's going on? And he said, got a role that I'd like you to do. If you could come in and do it, that'd be great. And I said, cool, okay, all right. Great, what show? And he goes, it's Ling, he's a prince, you'll know him. And so then I go in and I realize when I get in there, oh crap, this is for Fullmetal. And so I had like a brief moment of that, non-casual that I was talking about, and then I had to get get into Asian Vulcan mode and get focused for it, so... But no, it's been great fun. I'm just sad that it is over, but that you get to see it. But that